Normally they call me Aloysius back home.
Aloysius? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just off the television.
That's okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Patrick's gonna go ahead and ask you some questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, good to meet you face to face.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
I know we've chatted a little bit in Messenger. I really appreciate your time here. And first off, I'd like to say congrats on the bronze there and overcoming Biado. That was awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah. Got
So
lucky.
happy for you.
Thank you.
So let's think about, let's review a few things here. You're just 26 years old, former world #1.
Yeah.
And now currently ranked, I believe, world #7, if that's correct.
Yeah. I think so.
And yes, I think a lot of people don't realize, what level you play at. They know about Biado and a lot of these other players, but you know, I when was it you were ranked world #1?
I think at the start of this year, I was actually world #1 last year before the US International, but it lasted only for a week. I didn't do so well in the tournament, so Albin, I think it was Albin who took over again, but I regained it this year. Yeah, but then
I think now it's Filler on top and then Shane Van Boning just below that. But that's in the Fargo rankings. I'm not, they have several different rankings. I'm not sure.
I'm not mentioning about the Fargo. I was following the WPA ranking.
Yeah, I was looking at that. That I think they have you at what, 7th?
7, yeah. In Fargo, I think I'm a lot lower, so I can't remember.
I think it was 12th currently or something, but you're up there above a 8. You're like a 811 or something. That's a beast. You are a billiard beast, sir.
Just lucky.
Beating Sanchez Ruiz, that was quite the feat, especially after them and Katie got you and Lynn at the World Cup.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, we had a really good match here. It was really tight. We both played really good. I think it was until like 7-7, then he made his first mistake, and I think that's it. That was like the only crucial mistake made.
Right.
The rest, I think, the ending part of the match, I think both of us, we played good. In the last track, he missed another shot, but it wasn't so easy. It was a bit awkward. And then after he missed, he left me a tough cut, but I made it and I ran out. Yeah, we really had a real good.
Maybe you could review your run in it's the World Games right there.
Yeah.
Maybe you could review your run there and for the fans, let them know like your road to the bronze there and how that went down.
Yeah, so in the first match I played against Matt Edwards from New Zealand, I played pretty strong. I mean, to be honest, coming into this tournament, I wasn't looking forward too much. I was just like, I just wanted to come here and just have fun because I just switched to a new cue like last week.
Tell us about your cue.
Yeah, I'm using a new cue from Mezz. It's the Avant series. And I used to use my old cue with the Mezz WX700 shaft, but I've since switched to a X Pro.
Is it a carbon fiber?
No, it's not. It's wood, but there's carbon fiber rod inside the shaft now in the X Pro.
Okay.
So but it plays like wood. So yeah, it's something not too different from my old shaft. So yeah, I just been using it for like a week, and yeah, I wasn't looking forward too much. I was just like, I just wanted to have fun and just like try out my cue over here and just see how it goes. So in my first match, I felt I played pretty strong. I didn't really make much mistakes, and yeah, it was mostly me trying to understand my cue better.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was quite lucky that he gave me a few chances, and then yeah, so I won pretty far.
Yeah, 11-3.
Yeah, I was quite
That's
lucky
pretty
because
far.
he wasn't on his game and long. I think we played once before in China, and I
Uh-huh.
lost to him pretty bad. So it was quite lucky that I won this time. Yeah, and then after that I played Francisco. Yeah, that's when we had the really amazing match. I felt like, oh, we really played quite good. You know, there weren't much mistakes made. I think he made just one very crucial mistake when the scores were like tied at 7. Yeah, I think that was the one that gave me the chance to pull the lead.
Right. Where
Yeah,
Gave
you
you a
ended
little
up winning.
opening there.
You won 11-7 in that match in the
yeah,
quarterfinal against Rui.
yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
That's a tough opponent. He's a real class guy himself,
yeah, for sure.
Ruiz there, and that's nice that you overcame him. Because like I say, that's a real tough opponent, and he's been firing on all cylinders. He's had a real great year himself, and
Yeah, I mean,
so that's the
all of them have been
level.
great. Yeah,
That
That's the
match
level we're
against
talking about.
Sanjin.
Sanjay, yeah,
Yeah, Pavlovich,
Pelivanovic, I think.
Ivanovic. Yeah.
So in the semis when I played him, we also played pretty good, but from 0-0 to 7-7, he had a few times where he got quite lucky, I felt. Yeah, there was one like he in the first rack he banged the ball, but he missed it by a bit, but it just caromed off another ball and made it.
Uh-huh.
And then
Loop it in, huh?
yeah, he had one rack where I snookered him and then he kicks and makes it with great position on the next. And then there was a 9 ball where he misplaced, so he left himself an awkward 9. But he made the 9, the cue ball went one rail and caught the jaw. It just jawed in the pocket. It was gonna scratch, but it just stayed up. So like a couple of good rolls for him. But at 7-7 also, this time around I played a real horrible safety. So yeah, then he took the lead and then I had a dry break and then he ran out. So not much I could do at the back. My last chance came at 10-7 where I can't remember what happened, but I think he missed and then he left me nothing much to do. I had to play a safe and I played a horrible save again. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, then after that I had like less than an hour to prepare to play Carlo for the third, fourth placing. So yeah, I didn't do much. I just didn't have time. So I just went back to my room, just made a coffee and then I just drank and then I went back down to warm up again. So yeah. Then playing against Carlo, I think the last 3 times we played, he won me all. So uh, I was just hoping to win him this time, and then yeah, just he didn't really start off good. Yeah, so I had a pretty good start, but I let a few chances slipped, and then he tied it at, I can't remember. I think it was like 5-5.
Yeah.
It was tied until 7-7 again or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys kept going neck and neck and tying, and I was like, oh my gosh.
yeah, it was the same thing again. Yeah,
Right.
we just took each other's racks and we really didn't give much chances to each other too. So yeah, I was quite lucky. I think it was like when it was tied at 7-7, I actually screwed up on a run out, and then I missed a combination, and then he made the ball, and then he left himself a bit tough on the sixth ball,
Uh-huh.
and he missed it real bad. But he left me with a long table length bank, and I made it. And then the next track, I think he broke dry, and then I ran out, and that was the time when I pulled the lead for the second time. And then at the back, I didn't really make any more mistakes. So yeah, I felt pretty lucky this time. Like
Yeah.
Carlo wasn't really on his top game, and yeah, he gave me a couple of chances. He missed a few, and yeah, I felt quite lucky that he wasn't on his game, because if he was, I think I would have lost when I let my chances slip. Yeah.
Well,
But
it sounds like you
good.
took advantage of the opportunities presented, and so that. How was it? Let's rewind a bit back. You're blazing a trail last year through the US Open. You
Yeah.
beat like Filler 11-4, Shane Van Boning like 11-5. Blazing a trail through the US Open to get to the finals. And then you get to the finals and you're up against, you had a sizable lead against
I was up
Biado at one point, right?
I was up 8-3, and then I missed the 9. And then that was it.
Oh, I didn't know about that. You missed a 9 ball. Ooh, that's
I
tough,
missed the
right?
9. Yeah, I played bad position on the 7 to the 8, and then the 8. Then the 8. I just didn't hit hard enough for the 9, so I left myself quite a tough cut on the 9, and I missed it. And then
Well,
yeah,
you would have been looking at 9-3, huh?
yeah, and I was feeling good, and I had a lot of rolls with me too. I got so many rolls. Yeah.
I was like following the scores on that. I couldn't watch a lot of it live, but I
Yeah.
was like, wow, he is just, because you were just blistering opponents. You were running through them. That's why I wrote that article, Aloysius Yapp, I forget what the title was now, but it was like blazes a trail through US Open. I didn't mean you had won the event, but I was just saying how you attacked. You just you put it on them out there. I think Filler was world #1 at the time, or you were maybe. I don't know, but
No, I think it was still Shane. I think
Shane
Shane was
Van
still
Bonen was,
#1.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's an awesome player, but
He's
that
good.
you have many years to come. 26, that's incredible. And #1, you're #1 in Singapore, I'm sure, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
We have like 2 more players that travels out of the country to compete full time. One is Sharik,
Sheree, yeah.
and the other one is my partner from World Cup of Pool. Yeah, so Tolian Han. It's normally just the 3 of us that travels overseas.
Uh-huh. Does your partner, does he also coach you?
Yeah, he's my coach too.
Okay, he's great. I loved watching him at the World Cup.
oh
Yeah.
yes,
guys.
that's right. That's an interesting story
Yeah.
in and of itself, because
Yeah.
he's like the more veteran, older player. Like, how old is he?
Yeah, he's 50 this year.
That's incredible, but that shows that pool doesn't really have an age cap like a lot of sports like
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
Like,
For
you
sure.
can
Efren
play to
still
that
plays great.
level.
Yeah. Efren still plays great at like what? He's like 67 or 68.
Yeah, I wish I'd have seen him in the World Cup. That's a shame they
Yeah.
couldn't make it. But that's my favorite player besides Earl Strickland of all time.
Yeah.
They're like a tie for me personally. We all have our favorites, but Efren Reyes, to me, I feel like he's the greatest of all times. But that's, that's an opinion, of course.
Yeah, he's really the greatest.
Yeah.
Like all of us players, like in the modern era, definitely everything that we do, it's like we learn a lot from him. Like how we play nowadays is definitely based off how he and O played in the past. And yeah,
Yeah,
so
I think he
we're
changed the
all,
game.
yeah, definitely changed the game. Yeah. So
Have you played against Efren?
yeah, I played him once before
Yeah.
when I was like 15 or 16.
Oh
I
my.
played I played him in a tournament in Malaysia.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I won him that time. So
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
goodness.
yeah,
That's great. And
yeah.
now
Hey,
you beat
one,
partner,
go ahead.
Carlo Biado.
Yeah. I
I think one fact I like that I think a lot may not know about you is I just read that in just 2021 there you won a major snooker title in Singapore. Is that right?
it's just our local national snooker open. Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
okay.
it's just our considered one of our more major national title back home.
I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah.
Well, that's I didn't realize you played snooker as well. So that's awesome too. The kudos on that.
I'm not really good, but yeah, I play a little back home. I just don't play. I just don't compete in it overseas. Just back home.
What do they call it? Your highest break? What's your highest
Yeah.
break in snooker?
137. So
Wow,
137. Yeah,
that's strong. On a 12-foot.
yeah. It's a
Wow.
completely different game. So it's not the same like pool. It's just the way it's played. It's really really different. Like
I
pool.
really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. I my friend has a 12-foot antique Brunswick snooker table,
Oh,
and I'm pretty sure Brunswick doesn't make snooker tables anymore, but
yeah.
we've played many hours on that, and I think my high run maybe 42 or something.
That's pretty good. That's really good. You know, it's a completely different game.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's hard to really get better at it over here because not much players play snooker in America. Yeah, so it's pretty.
That's the only way I got to play because there's nowhere to play it really. It's just
Yeah,
I was lucky to have a friend that has a table.
yeah, that's why I know there's not much snooker tables in America.
Yeah, they're gonna have the first women's snooker tournament here in the United States in
Oh
August.
yeah, yeah. I just saw the news, so that's
Yeah,
a good thing. Yeah.
Mary Avina is really excited to be playing in that.
Uh, yeah,
Right.
it should be fun. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
it
it's
really should.
definitely gonna be a very interesting tournament.
So
Yeah.
tell us about how long have you been with your coach?
She's been helping me ever since I first went for my first overseas tournament. So
Uh,
back when I was like 15.
That's who worked with you, who was your partner at the World Cup, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had another coach before him. So he's still helping me today, but more on like managerial side. So
Right.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, he's like my first coach when I first started pool. He taught me the fundamentals and how to hit the balls, like certain basic stuff. But then when I got better and when I first played my first pro tournament, that's
Uh-huh.
when I met my current World Cup of pool partner, and then from there we just got closer because every time I went overseas we would talk, and then he would teach me some stuff.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I just learned from him as I go as I kept competing, and then we always discuss stuff. And yeah, I'm really grateful for everything that both of them did for me, because without them, I'm definitely not I won't be able to achieve what I achieved today.
Without him.
Yeah.
And that's Teo, how you say his name?
To Lien Han.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was great at the World Cup. How
Yeah.
old were you when you started pool?
I was 8 when I first picked up a cue.
And what drew you to it?
I can't remember. It's probably something to do with like the balls and how it looked when it went into the pocket and the sound and everything.
Did,
Yeah.
was somebody from your home already playing, or did you
Um,
go someplace?
no, so it was one day when I just went home from school.
Uh-huh.
I would normally watch sports, so I wasn't too much of like a cartoon guy when I was young. I would normally watch sports. So
Uh-huh.
I was very interested in soccer back then. Then I was like flipping channels, and then I saw this match on the TV. I'm like, what's this game? It looks interesting. So I asked my grandmother, like, what is this? Then she told me this is pool. Then I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Then I just watched the whole thing. I still remember who it was. It was Tony Robles playing Santos Sambohon. Yeah,
Okay.
I think it was the BCA Open. It was really long ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So that was the first match I ever watched in my life. And then somehow I just wanted to play the game. So at night, when my mom came home from work,
Uh-huh.
I just asked her like, can you bring me to play this game and learn and all? She's like, I can't, because it's in Singapore we only allow like if you're under 16 you can't go to the pool hall.
Right.
Yeah. So instead she went to find like a billiard shop or someone that knows how to bring me into like the pool hall to learn and everything.
Uh-huh.
That's where I first met my first coach.
Okay.
Yeah. So I started learning at the billiard shop back home. It's called the Q shop.
Uh-huh.
One of my sponsors now too. So yeah.
Who
Yeah.
are
And
all
that was just at age 8, you say, right?
Yeah, 8 years old.
who are all your sponsors?
I got a lot. So uh it's Mezz Cue, Zun Tips, CPBA cloth, uh the Q shop, and then one of them is my mom's friend. So he and his family sponsors me. It's Mark. And then TE Capital, and then our association back home, Q Sport Singapore. And the last one would be our Olympic council back home. So it's like our how do you say? It's like it's just like our Olympic committee back in Singapore.
Uh-huh.
It's by our government, so they do support me.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. They've got to be so proud of you getting a bronze medal. That is
Yeah,
just
for sure.
awesome.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And you came just to have fun. You didn't know.
Yeah, I know. With their help, it's definitely a lot better, So I mostly can just focus on playing my game and doing my best
Mm-hmm.
and prepare well for like the next few tournaments. Yeah, so I'm really thankful for their help as well.
Right. What are your
That's incredible to adjust to a new cue in the middle of a major event like that. That's amazing, really, because it takes people sometimes a good month to adjust to a new cue.
Yeah, honestly, it didn't play too different from my old cue. I did bring my old cue here too, just in case like I just wanted to switch back if I started playing really bad. But
right?
I decided to just commit and then just go ahead with it. Yeah, it didn't play too much of a difference. Maybe just like Um, it was just a little bit different, I would say. Not too much of a big difference. Yeah, just maybe it has a bit more deflection. This
Mhm.
one, yeah, that's about it. Not too much.
Do you have it with you?
Yeah, I have it with me.
Show it to us.
Which one?
Your new one.
My new one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is my new cue from Mezz. I don't know if you can see. It's the Avant series.
Yeah.
So what's interesting about this is you can like it's actually like you can actually change the balancing in the middle.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you can put weight in the middle and the back. So it kind of lets you adjust the whole balancing and the weight of the cue, which is really good because I like to make my cue forward weighted, front weighted. So this is like quite perfect for me. Even my shaft I can adjust the weight too.
That's
So
great.
I'm always changing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for my shaft I'm using the X Pro.
Nice.
All right.
So I used to use WX, which is also here. I used to
And
use
what do you have your cue weight at?
it's 20.1 ounce now.
Wow, that's a heavy. You like the heavier cues, huh?
Yeah, I just found out I like the heavier cues because at the start of the year I was
You
changing
get a
my cue weight a lot.
you get a nicer break, huh?
Yeah, at one point of time I was using like a 19 ounce cue at the start of the year.
Uh-huh.
Then that's when I played the Alpha Las Vegas Open, the one I went to the final and I lost to Victor. Yeah,
Mhm.
back then my cue was like 19.1 ounce. But
Right.
then when I went back Singapore, I found out like I think I need a heavier cue, and then I started adjusting the weight and everything. Yeah, so
Well, it looks like you found the right one.
I hope so. I'm thinking of trying more because Mezz
You don't
give
want to
like
adjust anymore, huh?
I might just like for the heck of it, I
Right.
might find something even better. So Mezz gave me this as well, so I can keep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's like all the weight, I don't know if you can see all the
That's
weight
great.
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just keep changing all the time.
That's
I
nice.
didn't realize they had it to where you can adjust the balance point there on a cue. Now that is really cool. I
Yeah,
like that as well. You custom everything with that.
Yeah.
it's brand new. They just released it like not too long ago, just like a couple of weeks back. Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
really interesting. It
That's
plays
great.
pretty good. It plays pretty good. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so they just picked you up or you picked them up, whichever it may be, as a sponsor.
Oh,
Just
they have actually been sponsoring me since when I was really young. I think back when I was 14. So I've
Wow.
been
okay.
a fan for a really long time. Yeah.
They just got you a new cue, is what it was. Okay. My fault. I thought you had just recently picked them up.
Oh no, they did give me a few cues in the past, but um I used them all, but I still love the first cue they sponsored me, which
Right.
is this one. It's in pretty bad shape now. But this is the first cue I got from them that was sponsored. Yeah,
What kind of pin you got in that one?
it's the wavy joint. It's their own joint, but
That's the radial
it looks like
or 3/8 by 11 or something. It
yeah,
looks
3,
like.
8, 10 or 11, but it's their own joint. They call it the wavy joint.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I wasn't aware of that.
yeah,
That's
Oh,
pretty
beautiful
cool.
cue.
yeah. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have it anymore.
Right.
They discontinued it like a couple of years. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's something I
And
trust a
when
lot.
you get that first cue, when did they get you that first cue?
I think when I was 14, when they first sponsored me, either
Right.
14 or 15.
Wow.
Yeah, that queue is ancient now. It's like
Yeah, you still carry it though.
yeah, it's something that I can trust until now. I just
Right.
really love the hit. So yeah, I wouldn't bear to like get rid of it, you know. I'll just keep it with me.
Yeah, when I interviewed April Larson last year, she told me she plays with one cue, and that's all she's ever used.
Oh,
So,
I'm for me, I'm open to using new cues or
right.
like other models or not, you know. But the
Uh-huh.
most important thing to me would be like I must like the way it plays, like the way it hits.
Right.
Because if I don't, I'll just not be able to trust it under pressure. Yeah. So the new cue is pretty good, and I think it's definitely helping me a lot this tournament too, because of I get to adjust the balancing. So
That's
I
great.
adjusted to something that I like. So
Right.
yeah, under pressure I feel good. Even though it's like I only use it for 1 week, but I
Uh-huh.
can already start feeling like I actually trust my cue, and yeah, and I'm able to deliver the shot how I want it.
Right.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
That's
Well,
great.
that's a great endorsement for Mezz Cues there
Yeah.
too, as well.
Yeah,
Sounds like they've got really good equipment.
Yeah.
yeah. They do make good cues.
Yeah. So what tournaments do you have coming up now? Where are
I'm
you headed next?
so back home there will be like a national 10 ball championships for us.
Uh-huh.
And then right after that, I'm going to the European Open by Matchroom
Okay.
month. Yeah. And then after that, we have the first APF Open. It's done by the new Asian Pool Federation back home. Carlo, the Cole brothers, and all, they'll be coming over to play in the tournament.
Ah,
Yeah, it's like a Asian championship for us.
okay.
Similar to
Copenhagen
the
and Copenhagen.
yeah, they're all coming.
All
So
right.
it's gonna be interesting. It'll be a
That'll be exciting. I'm gonna
yeah,
have to try to make sure I watch that.
yeah. It's gonna be fun because um all the Asian top players will be there,
Uh-huh.
and it's the first time Singapore is ever hosted Asian championship for
Oh, that's great.
yeah. So it's gonna be fun.
What month is this gonna be in?
And end of August.
End of August? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I'll
So
have
James Aranas, Johan Chua, Carlo, they're all coming over to play.
Biado?
And yeah, Carlo
Okay.
Biado is coming. Yeah.
Is Ephraim coming?
Nah, I don't think so. One I know, Carlo is coming. James Aranas is coming. Is
Uh-huh.
coming too. The Cole brothers. They're all gonna come to play in this event.
Oh my, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna
Cole brothers,
pass.
the Cole brothers, they are amazing.
Yes, they are.
I think I had picked them at one point to be the winners of the World Cup there, but Spain was just they had a great team.
Yeah. The Cole brothers were very unlucky too. They had like 3 scratches on the break. They got kicked in like 3 times.
Right.
Mm,
That was it.
yeah, you can't legislate for that.
Yeah, they were really unlucky. Yeah.
That's
think-
how it is sometimes with 9 ball. That's an unfortunate part of it, but
That's the part we all hate.
Right?
oh yeah, it can be brutal. It's a brutal game sometimes.
Oh,
Yeah, it sucks when things don't go for you.
right.
I had one guy on a side note. I know this is small time pool, but I had this guy beat. We were racing to 8 for some reason. I had him 7-0. Meanwhile, he beats me 8-1, 8-7. And I'm like, that's how 9 ball can go sometimes.
Yeah. Happens way often.
Right.
Way often than you
So,
remember.
did you like the format with them alternating the players at
For
the World Games?
World game? You mean alternate breaks?
Yeah, the alternate break. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So you don't
Yeah.
get one person running out all the time.
Right. They
There's more,
can't run out on you.
there's more pressure
I
too
think
because
it's more fair.
yeah, and there's more pressure too because
Yeah.
like this every rack counts.
Yeah. Every single
Yeah.
thing
I mean,
counts.
even in winner breaks, it counts too. But you feel like when you get one chance, you can like keep running out when you get a good chance.
String a few racks
Yeah,
together,
you can
probably.
string a few racks. But
Yeah.
if it's alternate break, you can't do that, and then it makes more pressure because you don't want to make a mistake anymore.
Oh my gosh, no.
Just
Yeah.
losing that one rack, it might cost you everything, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's like you want to hold serve, as they say, like in tennis, you get the serve, you want to, get that point or whatever for that.
yeah, for sure.
You know, you did a combo shot at the World Cup. Yeah, it was awesome. I think it was off of two other balls. I'm trying to think it was off the. You made the 9 ball, but you made it off of two balls when you.
I can't remember to be honest.
Yeah, but it was a beautiful shot.
Might be David, might be Alkady that made the carom on the 9 because he did it to win the tournament. Yeah, I only remember making the jump shot. Yeah, it was a miscommunication.
You and
So my partner wanted me to play a jump safe,
right.
but I thought he asked me to jump and make it.
Oh
I was like,
no.
okay, I'll just jump and make it, and then I jumped and make it, and then he's like, oh, what a shot! But after a match, he told me he wanted me to jump safe. That's
Well,
pretty
that's
funny.
good. That's good. Y'all had a miscommunication on that one. It
Right?
sounds like.
Worked out well. Yeah.
Oh.
Turned out
But
to be
man,
like one
I've
of
been a
the
fan of your game for a while, a little bit now, and I've been
Yeah.
following you, and I really appreciate the time. I wanted to thank you real quick because you've always taken the time with me, and so I'm gonna make it good here, and I'm gonna write a real good article on this. We've already got a lot of great information
Yeah.
here.
Thank you.
I was thinking about this, like, you have yet to win a major world title, haven't you? You've been right up there with the US Open and some others, but not quite. But I feel like you're about to break out, and like, what major tournament would you want to win, if any? What would be your favorite win if you had one to pick?
To be honest, it'll be any of the majors. I would love to win everything, but um definitely the first will be world champion because I think everybody wants to be world champion.
Right.
It will be something.
Yeah,
that would be
that
like
is
the most important to everyone.
Yeah.
And then
That's like Shane Van Boening. That was his nemesis. He had been searching that world title,
been to the final
and
twice. Yeah, and just couldn't get over the line until this year.
Right.
Finally, he really deserved it for all the hard work that he did for so
Oh
many.
my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, I love his work ethic. So yeah,
Yeah.
he's one of my idols also.
Yeah.
One of my many idols.
I
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome, giving
Respect a lot.
props to SVB like that.
You said he's one of them. Who's your other one?
My main idol that I look up the most is Wu Jiaqing. Yeah. So when I was young, I like to copy his style a lot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then after that, it will be like Cheng Junlin. Because I always practice with him a lot. And then, yeah. So I looked up to the way he plays, and yeah, he plays really strong, really consistent. He's really like a robot. Doesn't make crazy. He plays all day and he plays the same. It's really, really strong. And then Shane, Dennis, yeah, actually almost I just idolize a lot of them.
Right.
They're all really great players, and yeah, I just try to learn as much as I can from watching them.
That's the name of that's what it's all about, is keep learning and keep improving on your game till you start So you're getting the world champions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe I really truly believe you're gonna get that title.
Yeah.
You know, it's really tough. You know, we all know that, but you know, I mean, I feel like your game is like you're right on the cusp there of really breaking out. You know, you've already broken out, but I mean, you know, breaking out and getting a few major titles.
I hope so.
And so that's, you know,
So,
we can, that's just awesome. I mean, I can't say enough mad respect, as they say.
right. Hey, if you have a couple of good pictures, you can send us to throw in the article. We'd appreciate it.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Just let me know what type of pictures you want. I can send.
Okay.
I can try to find
All
some.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Well,
Um,
we really appreciate this for sure. Like I
where do
say.
you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully still competing. Yeah,
Okay.
but already won a few majors.
All right.
Yeah, I would love to win a major title. It's been something that I really want for ever since ever since I wanted to be serious playing pool.
Right.
So it will mean everything to me. Yeah. So
It'll
I just
come.
gotta keep working hard and hopefully one day it comes.
It will happen.
Thanks.
I see it
I was
happen.
looking up a few minor details about Singapore, and so that's let me make sure I'm correct on this, but that it's an island nation with like 26 smaller islands surrounding it. Is that correct?
Sort of, but we just I think what when you mention it, it's more like Indonesia, but they have like hundreds of small islands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I got
Singapore
you.
is
I got you.
we're just a tiny country. We are an island country also, but it's just really tiny. Yeah.
Like 5 million something people there, and I was
Uh,
reading some
yeah, something
details
like
about
that.
like Buddhism was the major religion there. Just some small details and facts I was trying to check to, you know, get a
Yeah,
little
something like that.
background.
Yeah, we have like Catholic as well, Christianity, Muslims. Yeah, we have everything, you know. Yeah, we are quite a multicultural country.
That's good.
Yeah, it said I think
Lots
the
of different stuff
languages
around.
were English. What is it? What are there's like four major languages or something like that there,
Yeah,
right?
so it's like English, Malay, Mandarin, and Tamil, which is
Okay.
the Indian speak it. So in Singapore we have like four major race. So it's like Chinese, Malay, the Indians, and the Eurasians.
Uh-huh.
So we are like a multiracial country. That's why
That's
like
cool.
that's why like Sharik he's Indian, I'm Chinese. You know,
Uh-huh.
yeah, we don't get too many Malay players back home, but we have a couple. They play
Right.
pretty good too. Yeah.
And what all languages do you speak?
So English is our first language. It's what we are taught in school, and then
Okay.
we are all made to learn a second language in school. So it depends on what your family uh, chooses for you or teaches you.
Uh-huh.
So for me, it would be Mandarin. Like Sharik would be Tamil because he's Indian. So
Right.
yeah, so it mostly just depends on your family and what they speak. That will be like your second language. Yeah, it's
That's
mandatory. Like it's almost a must to learn.
Right, to learn an additional language. That's
Yeah,
good though. I think it is.
yeah, it's pretty good. So I mean, I'm quite lucky that I'm able to speak and understand the co-brothers a bit.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, yeah, normally like if when they come to America, I'll help them translate.
Right.
My Chinese, my Mandarin isn't too good, but
Uh-huh.
it's enough to survive in Taiwan.
Right.
Yeah,
ah,
like I wouldn't get lost, so that's good enough.
You know how to ask for directions at least, right? No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just asked them like, "Where's the pool hall?" They would just tell me.
Yeah, that's all you need to know. Where is the pool hall, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Or
That's
I
all I
need
need
to
to
get a
know.
cue repair.
Yeah.
Need a new tip.
Yeah. That's as basic as I know. That's as
Right?
good as I know. Yeah. Yeah.
When do you go home?
Tomorrow.
You got your travel arrangements finally straightened out.
Yeah. So there was a bit of a mix up because I have to transit 2 times. So my
Uh-huh.
first flight will be um from Birmingham, Alabama to Denver, and
Oh, okay.
Denver to San Francisco.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, then from San Francisco I fly back home. But
Oh
the
wow.
problem was my flight from Denver to San Fran. When I arrive in San Fran, I only have like a 1 hour layover to make it to my next flight, which is I think
Oh,
like
gee.
because it's gonna be an international flight now, so I have to go
Yeah.
to the international terminal,
Right.
go through
That's
immigrations and
not
all.
enough time.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can make it. So what they told me was I just have to go to the counter and then I asked them if there's like an earlier flight from Denver to San Fran that I can switch to, so I can make it for my last flight.
Right.
Right now, I just want to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shoot. How
You're
many
like, I'm
hours?
done.
yeah, I'm
How
done.
many hours is it gonna be? The flight in total?
Total traveling time would be like somewhere more than 30 hours.
Oh my goodness.
So coming from
Oh,
Singapore to here, I took like almost 34, 35 hours.
wow.
Yeah.
You probably have a lot of layover time
Yeah.
there, I would imagine.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Right.
I had like a 4 hour layover when I arrived in America.
Uh-huh.
Then Fran to Denver, I had like a 4 hours transit time during that day. And
Mm-hmm.
then in Denver to Alabama, it was just less than an hour as well.
Wow.
I think that's fine because like it's just a domestic flight.
Right.
Now going back, it might be a problem because it's gonna be domestic to international now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you should be okay with the extra time allowed and stuff.
Yeah, I just hope there's no delays on the flight so I can make it.
Right.
If
Yeah.
there's a delay, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah. I think you'll be all right.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a long trip, 30 hours. I hope you got a good book or something.
Yeah. I
Or
hope.
a good
I'm,
charger for your phone or
yeah, I'm used to it now. Like since last year, I've been coming to America a lot. So
right.
what seemed to feel like a super long flight to me now is like it's nothing much. Just used to it.
Right. All right.
Hey, what about the mental game? I'd like to ask a little bit
Yeah.
about that because you and me
Yeah.
had talked about that. And I find it interesting. You got to tell them about that inner game of tennis. They don't know.
Yeah. So I mean I do have that book on the inner game of tennis, and then it's really
Uh-huh.
good. To be honest, I only read half. I haven't finished it, but uh, so my partner, my coach, right? So Torehan, he's read the book too. So normally when he like teaches me or like some of the players back home, he will like use some stuff from there to teach us.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it's pretty good. And then he will just use his own experiences also to mix in with the stuff he read to teach us. So it's really good. Yeah, we really learn a lot from him. Yeah, so he's definitely
That's
one of the
great.
reasons
That's great.
why.
That gets into the left brain, right brain.
Yeah.
You got the where the left brain is the thinking logic side, and then the right brain is the execute. And it
Yeah,
says
yeah,
you
yeah.
want to shut that off. You want to shut that left brain up when
Yeah.
you're getting
So,
into the right brain activity and just let yourself do it.
yeah. So self one and self two. That's what he always teaches. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Self one and self two. That is so true.
Yeah. It really helps for sure. And then along with him, I'm also having some like psychology sessions with the psychologists back home, sports psychologists back home. Yeah. So
For your mental game?
yeah. I
Okay.
haven't seen him in a while, but before he helped me also quite a lot. Yeah, made me clear a lot of doubts in my head and
Oh, okay. Made you more confident.
yeah, made
Okay.
me believe in myself more.
Right. To,
Yeah, this was all pre-COVID.
plus, you got a great coach too.
Yeah,
He,
I'm really lucky to have like
yeah, I
so many
really like
amazing
watching
people
him
around. Yeah,
play at the World Games. Both of you too. That was just great.
yeah. Thank you.
You guys
Yeah,
are
you could tell he really leads by example. He doesn't just, teach it, he applies it and uses it. So that's good to go.
Yeah.
yeah.
And whenever we play with each other like doubles, because we won the Southeast Asian Games gold medal before together for the
Uh-huh.
doubles. Yeah,
Okay.
so we kind of know how each other plays, and yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people might think like I'm the better player now, so I should be the one leading, but that's not really the case. He's the one. I'm just there to pot balls.
Right. Does he play with a Mezz Cue too?
Yeah, he's sponsored by Mezz too.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's cool.
Yeah, he's really good. He's strong, but
Yeah.
he started competing a lot older, so that's a bit like unlucky, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if not, he'll definitely be one of the top two.
Does
Yeah.
he train other players or just you?
He does train other players back home too. Like he helps everyone basically.
Right.
Uh, he's like as long as someone goes up to him, asks him for some advice, he'll just teach them.
That's great.
So we're quite lucky to have someone like him, quite
Yeah.
open to sharing to all of us. Yeah, because what I know, it's like a lot of people, they might not want to actually help like people,
Right.
just like keep stuff to themselves. So we're quite fortunate and really lucky to have someone like him. Like, so
Right.
he definitely really helped like all of the players back home. Like he got a lot better. It's mostly because of his advices and his help.
Right. That's
Uh,
great.
That's great for him to be open like that and accessible to, I had been in pool halls there for a little while, and like a lot of the older players, they were more resistant to sharing their
yeah,
knowledge of the game.
yeah,
And now it's more open. Like that was like a secretive thing. Like, you didn't just give that knowledge away.
yeah,
But I like that how he's really accessible like that and
yeah,
spreading his knowledge rather than trying to, covet it or whatever.
yeah. So it's really nice of him to like help us and all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you can tell him that he has some fans here in the States that really enjoyed watching you guys at the World Cup.
sure. Yeah, I'll tell him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we are really lucky. We had an amazing run. I mean,
Yes.
yeah, we didn't play so good too, but like
You came
but
close,
we got
so
lucky.
close, so close.
We got lucky when it mattered, and we started playing better towards the end of the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he was really rusty because he hasn't really been competing much for a long time. Yeah,
You wouldn't
so
have known.
yeah, that's why like some of his misses were really bad. He was really shaky because he really haven't competed in a long time.
Well, he knows how to carry himself well.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't show he was shaky or nervous or anything.
Uh, There was some
Maybe to you
no?
because you know him, but not from somebody watching it on national TV.
Yeah, maybe.
Or, you
Because I know him well, I could tell like, oh, he's definitely nervous,
know.
Yeah, definitely. Uh, but also because like we know each other so well, so
Right.
yeah, we can
That's
read
great.
each other body language better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Patrick, is there anything else you want to ask?
I think we've covered enough here for a great article. I can't really think of anything else right now. We've covered quite a bit, and with the other article that I think I had one or two other articles on. You said it's Aloysius, right? I think I heard somebody say Aloysius, and somebody told me Aloysius, so I was gonna go by what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, back home normally people call me Aloysius. I know like in America
You
there
have
are
a nickname?
no I don't. Normally back home people just call me
Aloysius?
Aloy for short.
Aloy? Okay.
Yeah, just for short. Yeah.
All right.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, is there anything else you wanted to add to this?
I think I'm good. Yeah.
okay. All right.
All right. Well, we
Send us a
appreciate the
picture
time.
of you and your coach too.
I don't have a lot of pictures with my coach to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, probably the ones from World Cup. That's about
Right.
all I have.
Okay. That'll work.
He doesn't really take pictures. Yeah.
I
True,
figured
I don't really take much too.
that. Well, you're very lucky to have him.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Very, very lucky.
He's definitely one of the reason why I am here today, for sure. Yeah.
Well, triple congratulations again. This is just fantastic. I'm so glad.
Yeah, congrats on overcoming Biado there.
Yeah. Woo.
He seemed like that's tough. He's a tough one, a tough nut to
Yeah.
crack, as they say.
Yeah. Definitely. After losing like the last 3 times we played.
Right? You finally got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. How do you get up for that mentally? You've lost the previous 3 times to him. You got to play him for the bronze medal, and you just go out there and take it.
I mean, it's always gonna be like a new match, and when you're at the table, the opponent doesn't matter at all. It's just
Right.
mostly you. So to me, I was just focusing on
On the game.
myself. Yeah, I wasn't really too concerned who I played.
Right.
Yeah, you feel like if you play your best game, that's what matters, and
Yeah, I mean,
that'll take care
even
of
if I were
itself.
to lose again, but I know that I did my best. I
Mhm.
can't say much. He definitely did. He definitely did something to deserve the win.
Yeah. Well, you definitely did something to deserve the win.
I
Yes.
guess so. Yeah. At
You
the
did
back,
good.
yeah, at the back of the match, he made a mistake, and I took that chance. So, I guess that kind of deserved it. I guess. Yeah.
You did good.
So
All
yeah,
right. Well, we
Beating
look
Ruiz.
forward to seeing you for many years to come, and
Yeah.
we'll be continuing following you. And like I say, I really appreciate you taking the time with us. I know you're traveling a lot and busy a lot, and so
yeah.
thanks for the time here. And we're gonna do our best. I'm gonna do my best on this article and really do a good job here. We've got a lot of great information in this interview, and then I'll add in some other things, that won't be included in the video here. So we'll supplement that and I'll share that with you, the article before it would be published to make sure you're okay with it. And that's how I do all the articles, just to give you
Yeah,
a
sure.
heads up on that. But other than that, we'll let you go and you have a great day. And that's awesome. Adjusting to a cue in the tournament. That is incredible.
That's all right. Not the first time I did it.
Right.
I
You
just
did
did it
great.
at the World Cup. I just did it at the World Cup too. Like after our first match against Qatar, Me
Uh-huh.
and my partner, we switch shaft with each other. So I was using his shaft, he's using my shaft. But we just do like this type of crazy stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So
I
yeah.
remember Patrick had asked you in the World Cup what you were using, if you were using wood or carbon fiber, and you said wood, but I'm gonna be getting a new cue maybe sometime soon.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting synthesis there. You said it has the wood on the outside, but the carbon fiber core. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It hits really good. You know, it definitely feels a lot more powerful with the carbon core.
Uh-huh.
So yeah,
That's great.
it's really good, and I really like it. You know, it really feels good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Even last year, uh, before I played the U.S. Open,
Uh-huh.
I was in. I went to the U.S. quite early, right? And then I played the Diamond Las Vegas and World 10 Hole last year.
Uh-huh.
Before that, I actually used a new shaft too. So, yeah. So it was, yeah. I'm always just changing stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Even when I played the US Open, I was using like a 3-week-old shaft. So
Uh-huh.
not too bad.
Right.
Like, I don't mind changing it up. I can adjust, huh?
Yeah. As long as it's something like that fits what I like,
Right.
I'll feel okay. You know, it doesn't really hurt much. But of course, if it's like something I don't like and I have to adjust, it's gonna be really tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot easier to adjust to something that you like and like, and it's according to your preferences.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's definitely easier to adjust if it's like that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad we caught that at the end here because I think a lot of players think that they have to adjust themselves around the cue, and you got a cue there that you can customize to suit your needs rather than the other way around, and that's the way
Yeah.
it should be.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a good thing. It might look a bit weird now because you know I think it's like the first time any cue maker or company that make the cue like this that you can adjust the weight in the middle. But I'm pretty sure that this is gonna be a good thing for time to come, you know, because everybody likes their cue different. Like some like a bit more back weighted, some like more front, some like more balanced. With this cue, you can actually adjust, and that's one thing really good about it.
That's nice.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah,
All right, then. Well, we'll wrap this on up, and like I
Yeah.
say, you have a great day,
yeah.
and it's awesome. I mean, you are an awesome player. I love it. You know, I
Thank,
love following you. Like last year, I saw you hitting up there in them tournaments,
yeah,
and I was like, he's gonna get a win. I just know it.
Yeah.
And then you about got that U.S. Open. What were you like? Maybe 4 or 5 racks short of taking the title.
yeah. I was like 5 rack short.
Mm,
I was 8-3
right
up and
there.
lost 13-8.
Almost there.
Yeah. Oh,
We'll see. I know we'll see you up there
Oh
in the
yeah.
top slot.
yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, have a good night.
Yeah. You guys too.
Okay,
Good
and
night.
safe
Yeah.
travels back home.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aloysius.
Yeah. No problem. Take
Okay.
care.
All
Yeah.
right.
You
You too.
guys too.
All right.
Bye. Bye.
Bye bye.